Hi, this is Ratan Gupta from Knowledge Varsity, and this video we will continue with the reading number 13, and we will cover the various LOS which is after LOS number H. Right? So let us see the LOS number H, and in LOS H we are being asked to discuss the auction type. So the LOS says that describe the type of auctions and compute the winning price of an auction. So what you see is like these auctions are are a method, okay, which will help us to understand what is the price at which people are willing to buy or sell something, right? So auction helps to determine the equilibrium price. Now there are different type of option as per the value. If we see the type of the option, there are two type of values. One is the common value and another is a private value. Okay, now what is common value? Okay, if you see the value uh, in common value, what we see is like everybody, okay, who is participating in the option, okay, is trying to bid for an item whose value would be same for everybody, right? So think about an example wherein BHP built an, okay, it is bidding for a coal mine, okay, and from the government, and the coal mine, it's being said as, okay, this is the auction, this is the coal mine. So now they have to estimate that what would be the pricing, what would be the coal, etc., in that reserve. So the government will give an estimate of this is the reserve that is estimated by the different third party independent companies, okay, and then using that data they have to price the lease of the mine, right? Now what happens is here you have a coal mine, okay, now there are like 10 bidders. BHP is one, Coal India is another. There are like different bidders for that mine. Now each bidder, if you see, the value of the coal mine is same for everyone, right? But the amount of money that they're bidding, it would be different, okay, because they would have different estimate, profitability, margin, etc. So what we have is, even though the mine has the same value for everybody, there is a difference in the bidding because of their estimation, okay. Now a private value, on the other hand, here the private value will have, auction will have, the item will have different value for different set of investors. Suppose, let's say, there is a house that is getting into auction, okay, and you have like many bidders for that auction. One person, he is a builder, and his intention is that that house he will demolish that house and he will create flat in that house, okay. And another person who is taking part in that auction, he is the son of the person whose house is getting auction, right? Now definitely the value of the house to the bidder would be different than the value of the house to the person who is bidding, who is the son. Why? Because he has some emotional attachment to the house, etc. So he would be bidding it much differently as compared to the builder, right? Similarly things happen in the art auction, right? So if you have a artist, a painting is there, right? So some people will bid it differently than other people, right? So you have a private value auction, the value is different for different set of people, right? Now the type of auction can be different as per the bidding mechanism also, right? So we will see here different type of the option, okay. First option that we are going to talk about is known as the English auction. So in English auction we will be doing ascending price, okay. So the price would be increasing, like the way you see in your eBay, okay, the auction, okay, the price increases, right? So the one person will say X amount, another person will say X plus, let's say $5, where increment is 5 minimum, right? And it will go on increasing till there is no bidder left and the person will get the item, right? Art auctions typically are done using the English auction method, right? Then you have another auction which is a sealed bid auction, okay. Usually the government contracts or big companies contract, they are in the form of sealed bid. Let's say suppose you are uh, asked to take a coal mine, right? So different bidders will give the different bids as per their estimation. On a predetermined date the bids are opened and the person who has bid the highest, he would get the coal mine, okay. Obviously he has to meet the requirements, technical requirements, but he will get that, right? Another type of auction is known as second price sealed bid auction. So please note that in this sealed bid auction, everybody will estimate the max that he will pay, okay, and people typically will bid slightly lower than their max that they can pay, right? In this, what happens is like the competition does not really come, okay, whereas here in the person who has bid the maximum, he will get the contract, okay. However, in a sealed bid auction, and he will pay the price which he has bid for, okay. In a second price sealed bid auction, okay, the person who has bid the maximum, okay, he would definitely get the contract, but he would be paying the price, okay. The price would be whatever the second bid, highest bid is there. So in this case, what would happen is like there would be more competition, okay. People would they may uh, they may bid more than what is their maximum price, because they understand that the price that they will have to pay is the second highest price, right? So in this case, the person who is auctioning his item, he will be able to get a higher price as compared to the sealed bid auction, okay. The third type of auction, okay, so sealed bid we can see in two categories, okay, that is known as the Dutch auction, okay. Dutch auction is a descending price auction, so it is in this the price are decreasing, okay. Now where would you find that the prices are decreasing? Which type of auction you would typically see price decreasing, okay? So you can have many situation, okay. One situation we will see is the tender offer situation, wherein the company has let's say one company A, it has asked the shareholder that it would want to buy back the share from the shareholders, so it wants to buy back, and the buyback mechanism is not the open market, but it is through the tender offer they would want to buy back the shares from the market, right? Now each person, okay, in this tender offer can decide that what is the price at which he will tender his shares, okay. So he has to specify the price and also the number of shares he would want to tender, okay. Now think from the company's point of view, okay. A company who is buying the shares from their shareholder, the company would definitely want to go for the least price, so whichever is giving it a least price, it can go, okay. Now typically in this tender offer, you specify this is the price that you are going to pay, this or more than this or less than this, like that way. So typically this tender offer, it can be, okay, done at one price, okay. So it can be done at one price or it can be done at different price, okay. Now this tender offer or Dutch auctions, okay, can are actually used in this stock market, even in the IPOs it can be used, or in this tender offers it can be used. Let's take one example in our Excel sheet,